What's up there, Facebook? Hope you're all doing incredibly well. Welcome to the live stream, the live show today. We're talking 5 strategies to sell via email today. As you guys are tuning in, like and share the stream so more people can get this completely 100% free session that we're doing today to help you guys sell more, market more, do better, grow your business, scale your business, all the above, whatever it is you're looking to do. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking 5 strategies to sell via email. Like and share the stream. More people need this information. Okay? So let's get cracking into it. We will get started in a couple of minutes. Welcome to the call. As you guys are tuning in, let me know where you're from. Comment below. I don't bite. I don't jump through the screen and bite yet. I'm still working out a way for Facebook to enable me to do that. Yes, happy Monday, Veronique. Happy Monday, Serena. Happy Monday, my mother. Welcome everybody to the stream. I'm in a funny mood today. It's a little bit nuts, feeling a little crazy. So I thought I'd give you 5 strategies to sell via email today instead. So bring on the more sort of crazy days for Jarrod because he'll teach you some crazy stuff. So today we're talking 5 strategies to sell via email, but not only sell by email, build trust and sell via email. Trust being the number 1 factor in the aspect of being able to sell via email. So we're talking 5 strategies to sell via email. Share the stream, like it, share it, tag someone who needs the information. Say hello. I don't bite yet. Okay, I don't bite yet. I will bite eventually. I just got to work out a way to jump through the screen on you guys. So, let's get cracking with things. So for a lot of people, you're getting a lot of information on how to sell via emails, how to sell by chats, how to sell via webinars, how to sell via a multitude of different channels, okay? So part of like selling on webinars and all these case studies and things like that and sell by chats and everything is the ability to be able to articulate emails in a certain way so that you can start to have, more conversations. And, that's conversations via email. If you're not having conversations via email, you're getting static back, you're getting nothing. You are not going to sell via email then. So the same aspects to normal conversations in business and everything like that. Like if you're wanting to grow your business, you've got to have more conversations. So part of it is email, which is one aspect to it. Creating more conversations through email, okay? Creating conversations where people ask questions, where people want to hear from you, where people you've got to articulate things in a certain way, like your copy and all this sort of stuff as well is really, really important. But we're going to be talking about how to sell via email. You're getting so much information on all of this today. What I want you to do is just listen to this video over and over again so you can really embed it into your brain. All I want you guys to do is think of every night is just my voice in your head. Okay. It should be like that, by the way, because you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if someone's got a lot of knowledge around a heap of different types of subjects, you want to get it in your mind. I have people's voices in my mind as well, because I want to learn things. I want to make myself better. I want to do more and become more myself personally so that I can give more to you all. Right? Which is the whole intention of every single live stream that I do with you guys is I want to share with you guys strategies you can use in order to grow, but also strategies you can use to be able to have more conversations, close more deals, all this sort of stuff. So we're going to get stuck into it. 5 strategies to sell more via email. Now, I would say the first one is one of the most important when it comes to being able to sell via email, because I speak with so many people about emails, and I know there's people that have joined like our 300 Mastermind program, for example, that have run a lot of ads and things like in the past, but haven't even built a email list, nor do they even use email very often. I'm not an emailer, like a physical manual emailer, but we've got a list that we add value to consistently, right? So to start with, these are the two main aspects. You've got to send emails consistently, and you've also got to have a from name consistently through it as well. So when you're looking to sell via email, the first thing is being consistent with your email marketing. And the second thing is it coming from the one person, right? So keeping things in the aspect where people start associating your content via email as something that they recognize, they understand, that builds trust and a relationship with these people. So it's got to be great content, right? Really good content, but you got to send it consistently, and you got to have it from the same name every single time. With your email marketing systems, it enables you to determine what name that you're going to put on every email as you consistently send it through your CRMs. So you want to make sure that when you are sending emails, it's coming from a consistent source, a consistent person. So if it's Business Warriors, you would come out as Business Warriors. If it's Jarrod Harman, it would come from Jarrod Harman, and it would come from Jarrod Harman consistently. Creating consistency, creating behaviors, creating associations with a person and a product or service. Associations, that's a big part of influence, is the association bias. So associating a product, a service, a physical thing with a person. There's also another level of association. We're getting into psychology now. So there's another element of association where if you were to get seen beside Tony Robbins and you were associated with him in a similar industry, now that you're beside him, you would be associated as someone that's at his level. It's an association of psychology. And it's the same thing with email as well. The association bias is the association of you to a product, and the association of you to a service, and the association of you in their mind as a real person that's being consistently marketed to, okay? So this is number one. You've got to send consistently, and you've got to have an association or a personal name within that email as well that you are sending it out, and you want to be doing this consistently. I know a lot of you, a lot of people, and a lot of you as well are being told about subject lines and all this sort of stuff and A/B testing and whatever. However, this is probably a bigger picture to it, because you can still have things that suck in your email, but you can still make sales. It just comes from you just got to have a larger volume. It's the same as if you don't have a sales process, you will stumble, you will fall, you will trip over sales, okay? You will do that. But if you're given a system, then when you follow the system, you'll get results. Part of it is your emails can suck, but if you're following people up enough and you're using emails consistently enough, and you're associated in someone's mind as somebody who is good or has exceptional content or does really well in this area and does it consistently and every single day and always does it, then you will be associated in terms of the person that does this, therefore will give you higher chance of making more sales by email, just by working on this one aspect. So everyone's talking about subjects and all this type of stuff, but if this one part of it's not fun, it's like the 1%ers. The more phone calls you make, the more turn into appointments, the more appointments turn into sales. However, without the phone calls, it's never made. So this is one of those little 1%ers that I'm talking with you guys about today that can make a huge difference. So you must be sending consistently, and you must also be using a personal email address, a personal name that somebody can go, oh yes, I associate this person with this product, this service, okay? If you guys are understanding and hearing what I'm saying, just comment, yes, I understand into the comments, or just comment yes into the comments so that I understand that you're understanding me. Because if you're not understanding me, I can completely change the way that I say things so that you understand it. So that's number one, consistency. So consistently sending emails, and also using it from a personal email address, personal person, a name, have a name associated around what you do. Secondly is, number 2, you want to be ensuring that you personalize more than just, like the company, more than just like the first name and all this stuff. Personalizing your emails, personalizing it to a specific person. Now, when you're email marketing, you gather data. You gather so much data on a person. You know what emails they open, you know ones they don't open, you know what their total open rates are, you know what landing pages they go to through your email marketing. You can track all of this so you can get personalized data. You can get personalized data from people specifically, and you can learn a lot about specific people. Now, it's not just putting it like, even if you haven't got a first name or at least a company or some sort on your emails, you still want to be having that at least. First name, I find more importantly. However, you still want to personalize things outside of it. In email marketing, it enables you to break down various different aspects to it so that you can have structured yet also personalized type content. Now, in your email settings, you can, your email marketing settings, you can put little ifs, okay? So if you look at like the broad spectrum of an email, people will either open an email or they won't open an email. Now, if someone opens an email, you can have a personalized sequence for somebody that opens an email. If someone doesn't open an email, on the other hand, you can send something personalized to them around if they don't open the email. So essentially what you want to be doing as part of this is have personalized emails for people that open and people that don't open. Okay, so it goes like this. Hey, John, I noticed you didn't open the last email. Here's the full email, so you can have it, make it look like it's forwarded to that person again. Once again, personalized. They didn't open the previous email. Now they can check out this one because they didn't open it. They go on to another section, and that's a personalized email. And that's what I mean, personalizing things in there to be able to have different structured conversations and processes to be able to lead somebody to an end outcome, which is to sell via email. So having that set up, ifs in your email marketing is great. If they open it, if they don't open it, they go through this, they go through that. And that way then as well, when you say to them, hey, like I said in the last email, you know that they've seen the last email. It's what I mean by personalization. So personalizing it just more than a first name, last name, or just a first name or a company name, personalizing it further is really, really important. If you guys understand number 2, I just want you to type 2 into the comments, number 2 into the comments, just so you understand it and I don't repeat back over it. So that is number 2. Number 2 in terms of personalizing things over and above just a first name and company name. Number 3 is you want to offer relevant content. Now, what's relevant to one person isn't relevant to the next person. One of my favorite quotes is, if you are not relevant, you are completely irrelevant. It's like selling you go to an 18-year-old woman and you promote them this wonderful dress that is, like really short, like a going out type dress, and promoting that dress to someone who is like 80 or 90 years of age. Okay. Now, 99 times out of 10, right? I'm not saying that people wouldn't do it, but 99 times out of 10, that's going to be irrelevant content. Okay. It's like selling a dress to a guy. 99.99% of guys will not wear a dress. Okay. It might be slightly less than that. I definitely don't do it only on Sundays. Okay. I definitely don't do it. It's very, move on from the awkward conversation. So offering relevant content, making sure it's completely relevant to people is really, really important, because you want to make sure that when you're producing content, you're offering it relevantly to people as well. And it's not behind lock and key. So it's not like, oh my God, I've got to register my name and email address again to be able to get access to it. Or put my name, email, and contact number in again to be able to get access to it. So not putting it behind locks and keys, making sure that it's relevant to a specific person in terms of the content that you produce. So you could make it like if you're talking to doctors, for example, right? And that's who you focus on, and health professionals, etc. Relevant content would be like, check out this case study from Dr. blah, blah, blah person. Dr. blah, blah, blah. Then basically you can go through and talk about the process that this doctor went through to get incredible patient results. And that's relevant to another doctor, but it wouldn't be relevant to me. So I'm not a doctor. So offering relevant content to people, and once again, doing it consistently and not putting it behind lock and key. You don't need, like when you've got people on an email already, you do not need to put it behind lock and key. You don't need to put it behind an email address and a contact number and all that stuff. You don't need to do that anymore. You can just send them through the content, okay? So wonderful. So that's number 3. If you're getting where I'm at with number 3 and what I've spoken about with number 3, just type 3 into the comments so that I can understand that you guys understand, and that way I don't have to try and help you understand a different way, and we can move forward consistently with this. So that's number 3. Was it number 3, by the way, guys? Was that number 3? Offering relevant content that's not behind a form or anything like that. Number 4 is you can talk about yourself through email all the time. You can talk about your clients through email all the time. You can talk about the way you do things, your thought patterns and all this type of stuff. You can talk about all of this, okay? But if you look at the way, and this is one thing that I love about these companies, if you look at the way network marketing promotes themselves. So they've got a business, they've got a product, right? And some of them now services, by the way. So they've got a product, service. Then if you look a level down from that, they've got scientific minds behind it. Dr. Deepak Chopra, says that this is the best thing since sliced bread. Warren Buffett agrees with this type of business model and says that this will be the number 1 business in 2030, right? Whatever. So number 4 is actually bringing in subject matter experts other than yourself and using these types of experts to be able to promote your product, your service, and how you do things. So it could be number 1 marketer in the world says that this person is by far the best Facebook ads expert that he's come across for many years, right? Or it is Dr. DBBB says that the rapid release technique is by far the most powerful way to be able to get rid of things that have held you back in the past, get rid of, past experiences, blah, 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 right? So using a subject matter expert to be able to promote your service. Another way that they talk about this as well is celebrity branding yourself beside celebrities. Now, it might not be that you put yourself right beside a celebrity like, who's coming to mind? The Rock Johnson, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, right? So not exactly putting yourself beside celebrities like that. It could be that there's other people that are in your industry that are a celebrity that do have really, really, really big followings on social media, known very well in various different aspects of business for that field. And that person says that you are really good at what you do. That is another way to celebrity brand. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a celebrity. It can be someone who has a big social following that talks about what it is that you solve, okay? So using celebrity branding, subject matter experts, doctors, physicians, whatever it is that you do, having other people promote and say, hey, this is the best thing since sliced bread is really important. You can also use client testimonials and all that type of stuff as well to be able to market. so people can get access to it and people can learn from that as well. Okay, various little things along the way that you can do to get better results. So that's number 4, bringing in subject matter experts. This is what network marketing does incredibly well, right? And there's been recent case studies around the whole world around the relevance in partnerships, right? Consumers, when they look at these types of aspects to marketing, right, and going and learning from subject matter experts, okay, that this product is good, influence goes through the roof, right? Because this person is a doctor in this and has used this and scientifically says that this works. If you're understanding what I'm saying, just type 4 into the comments so that you guys can, I know that you guys understand it, okay? So bringing in subject matter experts. If you look at, I'll give you another example. If you look at the TV advertising, you look at TV advertising, right? And TV advertising, it goes a certain way where it's like on TV, they say, today we're meeting with Dr. blah, blah, blah. And they talk about the importance of X without doing X, 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 okay? So these TV, like TV advertising is huge. But you know, the where they're doing the physical sales on TV, the sales commercials that they do on like the morning shows and all that type of stuff, they're the specific ones that I'm talking about. So they bring on all these various different experts to talk about various different aspects of that product, why it's important, everything like that, why people should listen, and they talk a lot around their physical expertise as part of it. So if you understand what I said, just type 4 into the comments so that I can ensure that we're all on track. Number 5, okay, so we've gone through heaps of aspects to it, okay? Heaps of different aspects to it so far. This last one is another bias of the brain. It's another cognitive bias in the brain that helps people tick over and go, I want to buy. Look at it this way. You got a coffee catch up with your friend on Thursday. You get really, really excited about it. You haven't seen them in a long time. You rock up to the cafe. You guys greet each other. You're excited. First question is to your friend is that, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you in ages. Oh, look, so much has been going on lately. I just bought a brand new car, right? And they're like, wow, what did you buy? I bought a brand new Subaru WRX STI 2020 model straight off the showroom floor. The most amazing car I've ever bought in my whole life. It's got a 230 kilowatts, 7-speed automatic transmission with the Tiptronic. We've got the Tiptronics behind the steering wheel as well. It's got the whole engine shut-off aspect to it. I've looked into some mods for it as well, and I can put this great, 3.5-inch exhaust system straight from the turbo right through to the back end of it. It's got 19-inch rims. Oh man, I've been wanting this car for years. And then you're thinking all the way through this conversation about this with that person. You're going, I've wanted a new car as well. Like we've been friends for so long and we've been dreaming about Subarus for years. And the next thing, what happens? You start looking at cars as well because your friend's got cars and just bought a brand new car and so excited about it. And now you're like, I want to get excited about this type of stuff too. So after you've met your friend and everything, you go home and what do you start doing? You start seeing new cars everywhere and you start looking at new cars yourself. You go, yeah, look, well, can I afford to upgrade my car? Yes, I can. All right, cool. I'm going to start looking and shopping for cars as well. And then, you might look at a few different cars and you'll go back to your friend and you'll say, where did you go to buy your car? I went to Osborne Park Subaru to buy mine. Oh, okay. Who did you deal with there? I dealt with Fred. He was absolutely amazing. The features, he described them so well. You know, he took us for a drive. He let me put the foot down in it, which was fantastic. I wanted to test it properly. You know, he gave me all the different colors. He gave me a wicked discount off the car as well, straight up front. He was a real straight shooter. You know, his service was on point. He even called me the other day and he said, you know, Jarrod, I just wanted to check in and make sure that you understand everything. If you want to come back and go through any of the features at any time, you can do that, right? And he was by far the best experience I've ever had at a car yard. So then what happens next? Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Well, naturally, you're going to call Fred at, you know, Osborne Park Subaru, aren't you? That's going to be the first person you call. So the next aspect and the last one is social influence. Okay, so using social proof and social influence through your marketing is really, really important. So this can be reviews. This can be video testimonials. This can be case studies you've done on clients, case studies on other successful businesses, successful people, etc. Right? Social influence is really, really important. Showing it in video is really, really important. If you're going to show reviews, show the people's names and everything like that. Just make sure that you've got permission to do that as well. And use all of this through every single campaign that you use. Okay. Social influence is so, so important when it comes to selling via email, because if other people can see that another person's got results, and they can tie to the emotion of imagining themselves to get the same results as what you do with your service, then you've got the ultimate campaign put together to be able to speak to more people, to be able to sell via email, to be able to grow your business. Selling via email is great. You look at a 1 to 2% conversion rate via email. So if you got 1,000, you've got a few people in there that will buy each month. Okay. You got 3 or 4 or 5,000, you got a few people there that will buy as well. So you want to ensure that, number one, you're using all these aspects, right? So number one, you're sending consistently through email, and that you're using the same name, and it's coming from your own personal email, right? So making sure that you're sending emails consistently is number one, and you're also using your own name so people can associate you with that product, that service. Like and share the stream, guys. Second is you want to also make sure that they're personalized. So they're not just personalized in terms of like, hey, I'm using their first name. It is also that you're personalizing it in a way where it's like, hey, John, I noticed that you didn't read the last email, okay? So setting it up so that this email gets sent. If they don't view that email, there's 2 ways it goes. If they didn't view it, it sends them an email saying, hey, I noticed you didn't see my last email. And on the other hand, it just continues through the sequence. So that was number 2, right? So that was number 2, making sure that you're personalizing your emails just over and above having a first name in it. Number 3, you must be offering relevant content that's not locked behind lock and key and people have to put in their email addresses and everything again. People don't need to do that. You've already got them on email. You don't need them to put in their contact numbers and all that type of stuff again because they've already got all of that. You do not have to do it again. So that was number 3, making sure your content is relevant, because if you're not relevant, you are completely irrelevant, okay? Completely irrelevant. That's number 3. So number 4 was subject matter experts. So if you're looking at like the TV commercials and everything like that, people use subject matter experts to be able to promote their product. It's done really incredibly well throughout network marketing, the edification process, where they go, Dr. Deepak Chopra says this. Warren Buffett, world leading investment expert, says Bitcoin is the next biggest thing. You know, every network marketing company does it. It's insane. Number 5, including social proof through all of your marketing campaigns. So sharing social proof. Are the real people just like these people that are on your email, sharing their experiences and the results that they've got using your processes. Okay, so that's number 5. That's the summary for today. If you've actually got number 5 as well, just type 5 into the comments so I know that you guys understand it all. If you've got some value from today, on the other hand, as well, and if you've just tuned in, I would suggest watching this over and over again, this particular this particular video, because I'm sharing with you 5 different ways to be able to sell via email. And it's 5 really important steps that you must be putting through your campaigns as well. So if you got number 5, type 5. If you got value from today, type value into the comments as well, so that I can ensure that I'm providing enough value to you guys. You're getting enough information from me. I'm also getting to make sure that you also have everything that you need and you understand it all, okay? This is all very big picture. It's not the details of implementation today. You want to have all of this into the everything, all these 5 aspects in line with it. So, any questions that you guys have? This is your time to ask questions. What questions do you guys have around selling via email? What questions do you have around being able to sell more via email? What questions do you guys have around how do you go about getting more out of your email marketing campaigns? One thing that I will say to you guys is make sure that you're really consistent. You got to make sure that you're consistent via email, and you are consistently doing the work, consistently enabling you to get more results via email. The more email, like, it's not like spamming people, like sending emails every 2 hours. Like, you can send one every couple of days to remind people, okay? Sending the personalized emails, all that type of stuff is also really, really important. If you guys have questions, that's what I'm here for right now, here to answer questions that you guys have. So hit me with them right now. Hit me with like a Samboy chip. So once again, welcome, Mum. Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome, Serena. Happy Monday, Veronica. I hope you're doing amazing. Yes, Serena had Sunday off. She had the whole day off. I let her have the whole day off. She deserves it. She works freaking hard. And she rings around a lot of people my age, I'm telling you right now, in terms of energy levels. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'm glad you hear me as well, Veronica. Welcome, Ida, to the call. Hope you're doing amazing as well. Veronica understands. Fantastic. Ida understands. Fantastic. Serena understands. Fantastic. Oh, that's one of my pet peeves, having to register again. Exactly. You don't have to register again because you have already bought. I mean, if it's, or you've already bought, which, you've already entered your email already, you do not have to do that again. So what some people do though is, with some campaigns, you still would want to have an email taken at least, to send them and subscribe them to another list. So I'm not saying don't do that at all, because there will be times where you do have to enter your email again, and you would have to be able to get someone across to another list. So automation takes care of it for you, and you don't have to do it all manually. So I'm not saying don't put things behind lock and key at all. There will still be aspects where you will need to, but you want to start not putting everything behind lock and key. Give actual content in emails, give actionable content on blogs, give actionable content in other aspects as well, which is really, really important. Jarrod's cheeky. Yes, I am cheeky, and I enjoy being cheeky. It's me. I gotta, my personality type is one that enjoys having fun. I enjoy having fun. And I've actually, to give you guys a snapshot, over the years, I've had to weed a lot of that out, because there's still times where you got to be serious. So I also get thought of as a serious, like a very serious person as well. Go figure. But I do like to have fun as well, and part of that's being cheeky. So what other questions have we got here? Because I got out of the live stream, a lot of the questions I've got. So if I miss a question, guys, you got to tell me, all right? You got to tell me if I miss a question, because some of the comments aren't here anymore. Cheeky Johnny Bravo. Yep. So that's my nickname, Johnny Bravo. You can call me Johnny Bravo here on the live streams if you choose. I don't mind what you guys call me as long as you guys are getting value out of it. That's the main thing. If you're not, just leave the page. Simple as that. And I'll give the free content to your competition. So wonderful. Doesn't seem to be any questions today. Hit me with, I'm not even going to, sorry, Serena, I'm not even going to say that on live stream. It just sounds inappropriate. You don't like content lockers. Yeah, it doesn't need to happen all the time, right? For specific offers and automation, you still will need to do it from time to time. But you just accept an email from someone, you send them into that list. Just don't call you late for breakfast. Yeah, I'm never late for breakfast. I'm never late at all. I'm very rarely late, put it that way. Sometimes calls do go over and I do end up doing that. Wonderful. So that's it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's one thing that I really want you guys to remember from every single stream that I do as well, because it's so important that you guys not only get all of this, but you're doing other stuff with it, right? So if you're physically doing things with the content that I am sharing, just type wins into the comment here. Just type a win that you've had with our content so far that we've shared over the last 90 days. Just share some wins that you've had with the content. Just write it into the comments here as well. That would be fantastic. I want you to remember this one thing though, and it goes like this. If you do not fight for your own freedom, absolutely nobody else will, right? Nobody else. No one's going to fight for your freedom. You're going to fight for it yourself. So every single day, I want you to get out there, take action, implement what it is that we've spoken about today. And also, I want you to be the warrior that you were born to be. And I'll speak to you guys tomorrow, 12 o'clock, Perth, Western Australia time, for tomorrow's show. I have some epic content for you guys this week. Make sure you're following the page so you're seeing absolutely everything first. Be the warrior. I'll speak to you guys all very, very soon. Bye.